What is going on, everybody? It's Infinity Vortex here, and welcome to Let's Play Sonic World. No, not Sonic Lost World. This is Sonic World, an incredible, just amazing fan game. Really, it's a fan game engine, and people can make their own stages for it, similar to things like Blitz Sonic and Sonic GDK. It does come packaged with around 5 starting stages, but it's really a game engine, and the stages I've played on this are just outstanding. It feels official in a way. This engine is just that cool. And I actually haven't played this in quite a while. It's been about a whole year since I've last played this, and there's been an entire new version since then, and the head developer of Sonic World used to release new versions fairly quickly about a year or two ago when this game was introduced, but there hasn't been a new release since November 2014, which is the 5th and current version right here, and I'm kind of glad since I didn't miss out on too much in the meantime. But yeah, I wanted to play this game on my channel a long time ago, but I really couldn't because my old computer, on top of dying, it couldn't really handle the game too well. Even when not recording, I had to set everything to the lowest settings, and even then half the stages lagged like crazy. It is a very graphics intensive game, I'll say. But now that I have this crazy powerful new computer, I can actually run this game just fine on maximum settings. Now, since this is a game engine and not really a full game, so to say, this will just be a side series on my channel, and I'll post a video on a stage maybe every week or so, or really just whenever I feel like it. Point is, this game won't show up as often as my other Let's Plays, since I really want to focus more on them, but I do want to cover as much content in this game as possible, and it might not stop for quite a while since there are plenty of stages to download. Thankfully, most of the older stages I remember playing have been ported to the newer version, but unfortunately there are some that might not work anymore, and I don't really want to download 2 versions of the same game at once just for a few stages, so I'll try to just forget about the old stages and stick to the recent ones for now. Speaking of 2 versions, when I went to go download the game today, I saw that it actually says Release 6 along with a button, but you can't click on it, and it says download soon, and it also states that it will be the biggest update so far, so once that comes out, there will be even more things to cover, but I would like to get in as much of this version as possible because I'm not sure if the Release 5 stages will work on the next version. Although I might consider just waiting a little while. It's like other things like Windows, for example. I didn't get Windows 10 immediately. I waited a little bit, so I might just wait a little bit to get Release 6. I really want to just focus on this and as much of this version stuff as possible for now. Of course, though, before we get to the downloadable stages, we first have to cover the default stages, and like I said, I believe there's 5 of them or something like that. So without further ado, let's get into Sonic World. Oh yeah, before we get to the actual game, I've got some Sonic Runners news. Oh boy. So the Nights event in Sonic Runners has ended this morning, and I didn't get anything from it. But that's because I haven't been playing the game recently. I've been busy lately, so this time it wasn't actually from very bad luck. It's just that I didn't play a lot. But yesterday I did try to get as many red rings as I could, but I couldn't quite get to 50 in time for a spin. And you can still get Blaze until the end of August, so I'm gonna just go for that. And I checked this morning, and there is a new event called the Animal Rescue event, and it only lasts for 3 days. It's until August 16th, so make sure you play the game this week. And what you do is you have to basically just collect as many animals as possible to get prizes, and the new RC Monkey Buddy, which, and I hate to compare it this way, looks like the Monkey Bomb from Call of Duty Zombies, and its effect is that your combo bonuses will last longer. So it's like the birthday and desert events, although there's no special stage to play. It just goes by what you play in the regular stages. And this time there are no after event rewards. You get all 6 RC monkeys in the actual event. And what's interesting is that it says it's back, so that means it must have been up sometime during the soft launch, sometime before it was released worldwide. Oh, by the way, I'm actually going to be using an Xbox One controller to play this game, and I think this game has controller support, but when I plugged it in to set the controls, it wasn't recognizing any input, so I would just use a separate program like XPadder to map the controls, which is what I'm doing right now. Alright, so let's finally get into Sonic World. Okay, so I counted, and there's actually 6 default stages, not 5. So there's Final Rush, Seaside Hill, Tokyo Street, Chocolate Pit, Worst Cave, and Wild Canyon. Although I feel like it's best to start out with Seaside Hill because it's sunny, happy, fun times. And I think one of the starting stages is Seaside Hill because, as you can see right here, this is the character select. You can choose to play as either 1 character, 2, or 3 characters. And this is one of the major features that they were trying to express back when this game first came out. And I think it was like one major version. It wasn't the very first version, but when it did come out, they were trying to express and show off that like this game engine had the unique feature of like Sonic Heroes mode or something. Like you could play using multiple characters, which is something that other Sonic fan game engines did not really do yet. So because I want to show off as many characters as I can, and because there's so many of them, most of the videos I'm actually going to be using either like 2 or 3 characters. Very rarely will you see me using like 1 character, and maybe that's after I've shown off so much that it's like I might as well just only play as 1 character. But this time around, there's only like 5 default stages, and there's some things you can unlock, and I'll get into that later. So for now, we're going to start off by using Team Sonic. Alright, let's get into this game. So Seaside Hill right here. Let's go. I'm just going to try to show off the different characters, what they do, and just try to show off this whole thing. So, yeah, this Seaside Hill is that's basically what it is. I don't believe it's like a direct clone of the Seaside Hill stage in like Sonic Heroes or Sonic Generations. That was a voice crack right there. I think it's like a unique stage based off of Seaside Hill. It's just Seaside Hill themed. So let's go. This is look, it's so like it's so cool. It feels like an official Sonic game, but it's not. This is just a fan game engine. It's pretty cool. So here are the item boxes. This is what they look like. We actually got some rings, and there's an Eggman right there. And the homing attack does reach very far, so you do want to be very careful when you like go for things or like go for item boxes. If there's like a dangerous thing that you can attack that's close to a safe thing to attack, you can accidentally attack the dangerous thing, because that's the range. Basically, the range, it only stops until you've reached like a certain point in midair, like after you've gone a certain direction. So even after you stop spinning in midair, even after you go pretty far, the attack will still basically it will still work. And as you can see right there, Sonic kind of like just jumped and went forward, and he was still able to attack from that far away. It's pretty crazy. So there's actually 3 skills that each character can do, and one of them right here for Sonic's is the ring dash, and that button is the Z button if you're using a keyboard. You could set the controls to like your own keys as well if you do want to use a keyboard, but I just mapped them using X-Pad or so. Okay, he uses his electricity for a long time, I see. So that's how you die in this game. The rings look alright. They look a little too bright. I think there's not really anything reflecting off of them, and keep in mind this is at, you know, maximum graphical settings, and it's still running very good. There's some frame drops every once in a while, but for the most part it's very good, especially on this new computer that I've got. You really want to make sure you've got like a good gaming rig if you want to play this, because it is very memory consuming, I guess. So those are the speed sneakers. Let's actually switch to Tails and see what he can do while we're invincible. So he doesn't have the homing attack, obviously. Wait, hold on, what the heck? How'd I lose my rings? I was invincible. That makes no sense. Okay, so let's see what Tails can do. He can drop dummy ring bombs for some reason. I don't know why that's his signature attack. It makes 0 sense, but that's one. Let's see what he can do. He could do a little tail whip. Let's just kill one of these guys like that. And what can he do? He can, oh, the 2 of the buttons do the same thing apparently. So alright then, I guess he only has like 2 attacks. And you can also stomp if you press like whatever button you set that to. But yeah, you can stomp basically. It's weird because I want to say like the B button or something, but you know, this is one of those games you could set controls to whatever you want to because it's just a computer game. Let's set it to Knuckles now. I actually pressed the button in midair, but it doesn't switch until you're on ground, so you need to make sure you get on the ground before you switch characters. And let's see, we can just, he can stomp. Let's see what Knuckles can do. He can obviously climb. Let's see, what's this? This is like a punch or something. This is like a combo attack. Let's see, that's like a up spinning attack. They actually take all these moves from like older games like Adventure and Sonic 06 and I guess Heroes. I haven't really played Heroes, but I guess that there's nothing really from the newer games, and that's, I think, mostly because in the newer games you can't even play as these multiple characters. So yeah, they're really just trying to stay true to the regular Sonic games. This isn't really like one of those fan games that tries to make its own universe out of Sonic, and it's not like it's made by a kid who's like, this is my my world, my rules, my own Sonic game. No, this is actually like, that's why it feels like official, because it stays so true to, you know, like the regular official Sonic games. It feels official in itself, and yeah, let's keep going. So we're gonna play a little bit more as Sonic. He can go very fast. Down there, I believe you can get back up. It's not like you'll die down there, but there are some things in these default stages that are a little bit weird and sometimes buggy. But hopefully they fix some things in Release 6, because some of the things that I was noticing from Release 4, which was the last version before this one, some of those bugs are actually still in Release 5, which is this current version. Hopefully they're fixing things in Release 6, especially because they said that Release 6 is going to be the biggest update, so that's making me feel confident that they're going to fix a lot of things that could make this game better. So let's see, we gotta like jump into that. And another bug that is still present in this version is that if you do like a regular jump, or no, if you don't jump, if you just fall off a platform and land in like a ring or something, a little boost ring that throws you up, you could still jump in midair. It doesn't like, it's weird when it comes to registering the jumps, because you don't actually need to be on the ground in order to jump. It only resets whenever you're on the ground. But if you just fall off a platform, let me like demonstrate right here. Watch this. Wait, hold on. Yeah, you can even see right there, I still jumped. Whoa, that view was bouncing. That was very weird. Watch this. See, you can still jump. It's very weird how that works. But let's see. Oh god, oh god, oh Jesus, I'm dead. That's it. That was the end of me. And I kind of want to get a good rank, and I will also go into that later. So let's actually restart. I'll be right back, guys. Of course, I actually tried to demonstrate something life-risking and just completely fail at it, even though I was like, okay, this is the one time I must do good, but nope. Oh, there's actually something over here that I didn't get before. So yep, there's that in this stage. I believe that was another voice crack right there. I don't know. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, you can also drift if you hold whatever button you set the drift to. Oh, and I don't know if you could tell, but I believe it's like a new feature of Release 5, or new. This version has been out for almost a year now, but a feature that was introduced in Release 5 is, I don't know if you could see. Yeah, I don't think it was in any previous versions, but you can see there's like the Sonic Adventure 2 style font, and well, the font I think was always there, but I'm really talking about the streaks, like the little streaks, like the colored words, like groovy and radical. Those are in this game. Once again, another homage to the regular official Sonic game. So that bee just keeps coming up here. That buzz bomber, it just keeps coming up here and screwing me up like that. I don't know why it like hops onto the land, but oh yeah, also another bug that I was going to mention before. As you can hear, the music doesn't actually like keep playing. They don't put a loop to the music. Like, the music loops, but they got like a regular track that eventually fades out, so it just resets like that, and you can hear it fade out. I would just appreciate it if they at least got like the 30-minute extension from Brawl, but I don't know. Let's see. I mean, like Brawl, not the game. You know what I'm talking about. Everyone who listens to game music knows. Brawl, BRSTM's 3, because that's an acronym or something. I don't know what it means. It's some sort of file type. So that was a little wind thing. I don't know if you saw that. I keep forgetting it's this button. I was pressing a different button. I was gonna say like this button, but you can't see any buttons because I don't have a face cam. There's the amazing. Yeah, that's an example of one of those Sonic Adventure 2 kill streak things, or point streak, score streak, enemy warbird inbound. I don't know. Let's go. I believe this is the end right here, so hopefully we get a good rank, and let's see. Yes, there's the end right there. And there we go. Let's see what rank we kind of get. So you guys get the gist of all the characters. I didn't really show too much off with them, but the stages are honestly pretty short, unless of course it's like a fan-made stage. It's not one of the default stages. If it's like so we got a C rank. I'm gonna talk about this in just a little bit. So oh yeah, it's even playing the Sonic 06 ranking screen, or results screen music. So as I was saying, yeah, the default stages are pretty short, so don't expect me to really like show off too many of the characters' abilities in each stage. I'll mainly just use my primary character. That's probably going to be like Sonic or Shadow or some speed type character, unless it's a special kind of stage, because there's actually like there's like Knuckles type stages from like Sonic Adventure, which I'm going to show you in just a little bit. And by a little bit, I mean like 2 parts from now. Also about these rankings that I was going to tell you. So hold on, let's actually see this. in this game, for some reason, the alright. Okay, there it is. For some reason, in Release 4, the version before this, everything was unlocked. You didn't have to unlock anything. Everything was already given to you. But in Release 5, they introduced these emblems, like from Sonic Adventure as well. This is really based off of, like, the Sonic Adventure and stuff like that, but that's good, because those are good games. Anyways, yeah, they basically took some of the characters, and they made them unlockable, and you have to unlock them by getting these emblems. And you can get an emblem for, one for completing the mission, and another one if you complete that mission with an S rank. Here's what I was going to talk about those rankings. This game's very strict with them. You see, in order to get a high rank, you basically have to both get as much stuff as you can in the stage, get as many points as you can, and you also have to be as fast as you can in the stage, thus giving you, you know, more points the faster you are for time bonus. The thing is, when it comes to these stages, you're really either going to get all of the stuff, or as much stuff as you can, and not be fast enough to, like, beat the game with a sufficient time bonus, or you're going to just be very fast and not get anything. And either way, it's gonna come out to, like, at the most, like, an average rank, like C right here. It almost feels like Sonic Unleashed or something. It's like, it's very strict. I don't think I've ever gotten anything, over an A in this game. I think I've actually gotten an S rank, but that was, like, a really easy, fan stage or something. So yeah, you can really only expect me to get, one emblem per mission, maybe two if, like I said, it's just, like, a really easy fan stage in it. I think each stage, honestly, has its own... Oh, the whole game has its own way of, it has its own ranking system, but, some stages just, I don't know, they're, like, different or something. It's weird. The most difficult character to unlock right here, it says it's 45 emblems, and let's see, there's, like, 30, 35, no, it's actually 50, I'm sorry. There's, like, 25, 20, 30, it's, like, random, and, yeah, like, a third of the characters have been, they've been made unlockable. They're not available from the start, which kind of saddens me, but I guess they're trying to make it more like a real game and not just like a game engine. As you can see, there are also 4 teams that you have to unlock. One is 25, 30, 35, and that one's 20, and then there's 2 extra things right here. I think those are just extra features, they're not like teams themselves, and they don't require that many emblems to get. So yeah, it basically is just trying to make the game more like a real game, because there's all this unlockable junk that you have to get now for some reason, and so it's gonna make this more of like an actual Let's Play and not just an extra thing. Although I basically call every video series on my channel a Let's Play, because that's basically what it is. When you record a game and you commentate over it, it's technically a Let's Play. As you can see though, the emblems don't even seem that hard to get, even if you don't get S ranks, because as you can see, each stage has 5 missions. Each one counts as like its own thing. As you can see, it's got its own rank, its own high score, its own emblem thing. It's not just per actual stage, it's per mission, and each one has 5 of them. I believe some downloadable stages can have less than 5, but all the default ones have 5, including this test stage, and they all count as well for the emblem, so make sure you do the test stage as well. I'll probably just do the test stage on my own time to get these emblems right here, and so that I could show you the 5 emblem thing in the team section that you unlock on the next part. Even though I said I would wait a little bit to get Release 6, whenever it comes out, I still want to get as many stages done on Release 5 as quickly as possible so that I can get to the new version, because I still want to, you know, actually get to the new version eventually. I don't want to be stuck on Release 5 for like a year after Release 6 has been out. So basically what I want to do is I'm just going to do like the first mission for each stage on camera, and then I might do the others off camera, and I might also do... Like, I'm not going to show you, like, every single mission for every single stage, but I might show you the different types of missions, just so you can get an idea of what this game is all about. I think it's interesting that they put all these different types of missions in. It makes you want to play the stage again and again, in order to get the emblems, too, so that you can unlock things. And that's why I said I might just go ahead and do most of them off camera, because I'll go through all the default stages first to make sure I show what I want to on camera, but after that's done, I'm going to go through all the other ones that I didn't cover off camera, because I do want to try to unlock as many things as I can before I go onto the downloadable stages. But I think that's going to be the only mission I show for this video. I was actually going to show another one, but because this video is getting long, and because like half of it was just me talking about the game, which is normally what I do on the first part, especially if it's something like this that's not really going to end, and it's just a little extra thing. I feel like I might as well just talk about as much as I can. Because of that, I think that's going to be it for this video, but for the rest of the default stages, I will try to cover maybe 2 or 3 mission types per video. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this first part of Sonic World. I'm sorry I wasn't doing anything and just talking for 3/4 of the time, but like I said, that's normally what I do anyways, so just deal with it, I guess. And I'm really excited to get into this game and do a Let's Play of it, because, like I said, this is a phenomenal, like, incredible game. Fan game. It's so good. I would recommend it to just anybody, even if they're not a Sonic fan. Like, go ahead and try this. That is if your computer's good enough, because like I said, this game it's very CPU hungry sometimes, and if I couldn't run it very well on my old i3 computer, you know, just to give you an idea of like how memory consuming it actually is, I'd go for like I'd only play this game if you have like an i5 or an i7 core. Not to mention, on my old i3 laptop, it was on the weakest settings possible, and it still lagged like crazy. Some stages were fine, but other stages, some downloadable stages, didn't work so well. If you want to get the most out of it, I would suggest, if you don't have a good computer already, like I said, if you don't have an i5 core or above or something comparable to that, I wouldn't try playing this game too much. But if your computer is good enough, then I strongly recommend you just try this game out right now, because this is just an outstanding game. I feel like Sega should just take it and license it and make it their own. That's how good it is. Anyways, I'll get into this more on the next part, I guess. So let's see if we can get this video to reach 15 likes as usual, so don't forget to leave one of those likes if you enjoyed this video. I sure did. And don't forget to share it with your friends, and subscribe to stay updated for more Sonic World and other Let's Plays and videos in the future. Like I said, try this game out right now. Even if your computer isn't that good, I would still at least try to play it. It's very fun. So until the next part, guys, that is all for now. Oh, by the way, the menu theme right here is actually not a Sonic song. I don't know if you didn't recognize it. That's because it isn't a Sonic song. It's actually an F-Zero song. It's from like F-Zero, I think GX or something. It's like Captain Falcon's theme. It's good. It feels like it should be a Sonic song.